2. Oh, we're recording.
Oh. Okay, it's okay. I'll cut this out. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of the Open Door podcast, where anything and everything can pass through it. With your amazing hosts, Sherry Sunday,
Ethan Flores,
and Isaiah Kerr here.
Thank you so much for coming back to the podcast, and thank you to all of your our lovely supporters on Instagram and YouTube for making this podcast a reality. If you want to become one of our supporters, please follow the Open Door Podcast _ on Instagram and fill out the Google form if you want to. We also have our YouTube channel, the Open Door Podcast. So if you want to, get to know us, or if you want to keep listening, then subscribe.
Yep.
Subscribe.
Thank you so much.
and make sure to follow the Instagram for regular updates and to be reminded when we upload.
Yep.
Wow, well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Thank you. And on to one of our topics.
Yeah, in fact, one of our main topics today, it's actually coming in a few days, which is Hoko.
Yeah,
Homecoming.
Woo! Yeah, so...
I know. I'm homecoming. We've had a lot of not promposals. I'm not sure what we call it. Is
Hoko prosals? I don't know.
Homecoming posals.
Hokoprosals.
Hokoprosals. Can we coin that phrase? Just hokoprosals.
I'm gonna copyright it.
Just get that patent in.
I'm gonna copyright Hokoprosals.
No, but I think there's some plans for one of us.
Yeah, one of us.
Why are you looking at me?
One of us lucky bachelors or bachelorettes here are going to propose to one of our significant others that we definitely all have.
Ooh. I don't know about proposing, though. I mean...
What was the word again?
Hokoprosals.
Hokoprosals, yeah.
Oh. No, have you Hokoprosaled anyone?
No, I haven't. I actually don't think I'm going to be attending homecoming.
You're not?
You're not?
I don't think I will be. It's not really interesting to me. Last year was a little on the boring side. I mean, I like the experience with my friends, but with the actual homecoming itself.
Is it because you can't dance?
Okay, listen. Okay. Yeah. No, I can.
You can
move
bust
my
it down.
Body.
You can bust it down a little bit.
Oh my
Bust
God.
it down. Hey, yo. Oh, no, you could bust it down, Isaiah.
I can say I can bust it down pretty well.
Isaiah's be dancing all over the place.
Yeah, my family can definitely vouch for me that I bust it down quite a bit.
We could vouch for you, too. We saw you at the ROTC military ball.
Yep, that's happening when? Is it
March
this year or next
10th.
year?
March 10th of this year. If you want to go, ask your RTC homies. Hey, yo.
Yep, and RHS Redlands ROTC, not just any random ROTC, by the way.
JV RTC. Can you just go up to a random one and be like, hey, can I go to your military ball?
Go
like,
to the
what's
one in
that?
Beaumont.
I'm sorry, but ROTC, like all JV ROTC kids, like at like multiple schools will make it like a major thing. They're like, oh, people will be like, why are you in ROTC? I get to go to the military ball, so suck on that.
That's weird. I don't do that. I'm just in
Yeah.
ROTC just for fun.
I got into ROTC because I was convinced that we were going to Disneyland, and I did go to Disneyland.
You were
but-
like one day.
Yeah.
You went the day you joined ROTC.
Yeah,
And
the
then
day I
you-
joined ROTC, I got to go to Disneyland, and it was pretty fun. And then I was like, "Oh wait, can I leave?" And then like, "No," and I was like, "Oh, well."
Wait, did you really try and just like show up for Disneyland and leave?
Basically.
Yeah, he took my spot. I couldn't go because I got COVID. And then he was like, oh, Cadet Cindy has COVID. Can I go in her place?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I did
You
not know that
basically
you
did.
were. I didn't. To be honest, I didn't
feel-
even know that you were in ROTC until they were just like, "Oh, Sherry's not gonna be here." I was like, "Oh wait, Sherry's in ROTC."
Wow. I wear the uniform every Monday. Okay, you know what?
For
No.
the year you've known her, she wore it every day.
I wear it every Monday.
Every Monday, and it didn't cross your mind.
I guess it didn't cross my mind. for
Wow,
some
so I
reason.
really did look invisible in the green
You were
EBU's
invisible.
uniform. but that's besides the point.
No, but
Sorry,
going
yeah,
back
I'm
to the-
sorry. Yeah, back to
Back to
homecoming.
homecoming.
Sorry.
We've established that Ethan's not going to homecoming.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
it's just not my kind of thing right now. I'm most definitely gonna go to prom, but homecoming, I just don't feel like it.
That's reasonable.
That's been a major thing today. I don't feel like it's been such a big thing today. In English, I was getting clowned on because they're like, we're doing the SAT level prep forms, and they had the wrong shipping address, and I was like, they're like, are you gonna change it? I was like, no. And they're like, why? I'm like, that's too much work. I just don't really feel like it.
So some random person's gonna get your SATs.
It's not. Yeah, I guess so. I can check online. That's not
Some
my
like
problem.
middle-aged guy is just like, I completed my SATs like years ago. Why is this
Middle-aged years ago? You mean decades ago?
Decades ago, yes,
He's just like
sorry.
flipping through his mail. He's like, my SATs? Just gets like World War II flashbacks. No, but then right after, they're like, are you going to go to homecoming? I was like, I don't really feel like it. And then one more thing, like, Ethan, can you put this away? I was like, I don't really feel like it. And like, Ethan, I'm going to like slap you. You just don't feel like anything, do you? You better start feeling like it. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
okay.
Yeah. But for I guess the two people that are going to homecoming, like what are you trying to wear? Because I would say like try not to like wear anything like too formal, I guess, but it's just like just formal enough, right? Yeah.
Yeah, not anything like too like show offy, you know.
Yeah.
Like not.
Save that stuff for prom.
Yeah, save all of your best like dresses. Save all your best tuxes for Hoko. I mean, for prom. For
No,
prom.
but when we're looking at the season, it's we're in the fall, so that means everyone should be shifting more towards neutral tones.
Yeah.
We're looking at more of like the mid-color palette, probably not something bright, but no one ever really likes to stick to the seasons with the colors. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, never. Right now is the time to do your neutral tones. Get that greens, get those browns, get those tans.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the best way to go. But then you can also never go wrong with black. But make sure to account for the weather. It might be hot. We don't know.
It might be.
It's gonna be an inside venue, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's,
it is.
So
no, it's indoor and outdoor, I believe. Like
It's gonna be at like an airfield museum, I believe. So yeah, it's gonna be in a hangar with like a bunch of like model airplanes and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that's where they hosted last year's prom.
No.
No.
That one was
Not?
in Palm
no,
Springs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
This is more closer, right? I think
This is like
Yeah.
20, 30 minutes away. I think it might be closer than that.
Maybe, possibly.
At least from where I live, it's like 20, 30 minutes
I
away.
have no idea what we're talking about right now.
So the location.
of the-
Yeah, okay, yeah, the location. I
But-
don't know where that is, but all right.
I don't know. They always choose the weirdest, like, it's always some sort of like military, like, or like airfield, like stuff. They can't like
Did the
find-
first sergeants plan this?
Like literally, can they not find
Maybe.
somewhere else? Can they not like get a small venue, like a wedding venue? Okay,
A wedding
A
venue.
wedding venue.
Who's gonna get Who's gonna get
I mean-
married at Hoko?
No, because the wedding venues are nice and they can definitely afford it when they're charging $65 a ticket.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
that's
Yeah, true,
Wow,
yeah.
the tickets prices are so expensive, and on top of
Yeah.
that, like it's a location so far away that they have to like provide transportation to people who can't get transportation. You know,
Yeah,
have you seen that?
literally.
And they're also making people rent tuxes. Like,
You don't have to. That's
You don't
not
really have to rent
Oh,
tuxes.
But it's still semi-formal, which is
Yeah.
on average more of the pricier side, unless you're like thrifting it. But there's definitely it's the fact that you have to look for that semi-formal stuff. So everyone, they have to go to these not higher end stores, but they're on the little pricier side. Nordstrom Rack, Zara, Macy's, Express.
Amazon,
I'm sure a couple people get stuff on Amazon.
Goodwill,
But this is a time for people to dress up and really go, not all out, but to show the best side of themselves
Yeah.
when it comes to their fashion sense and stuff. And just charging $65 a ticket, I get that, but they can definitely go with a nicer venue. Like, there's cheapish wedding venues that are nice. They have, like, nice areas. Like, it would be really appropriate for the occasion.
and it would be cheaper too.
Would it be cheaper?
I mean,
maybe.
like I assume they're making the ticket prices so high because they have to pay off for the venue.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if they're making, like, a museum or something, I feel like...
It's gonna be super duper pricey.
we're going to have to ask ASB to give us, like, the sheets. Start
Yeah.
going through.
Yeah, maybe
Give us
we
some,
should
like,
plan
some, like,
prom
some-
ourselves.
We plan our own Hoko prom event.
Yeah, exactly.
It would, I feel like we would do like the stupidest kinds of like Hokos. Like we're going to Disneyland, we're going to Six Flags for Hoko.
hell
Like
no.
the ones on like Radio Rebel.
Oh my God. No, okay, so I've been watching this YouTube channel. Hold up, let me find him. And he does like these reviews of like YouTube, or like he does like reviews of movies and stuff, and like Disney movies mostly.
Yeah.
And let me see if I can find him. But he did one on Radio Rebel, and I haven't started seeing this movie in years, but it's just so funny when you realize how like dumb these Disney movies are. The guy's name is Alex Myers. Myers spelled Meyers.
I'm
And
promoting now.
Oh.
yeah, no, but this isn't really a promotion. I'm just saying his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I'll
make
just
sure to
sit there-
make sure to subscribe.
His YouTube channel, he'll like go over movies, and it's just he'll add like funny like commentary and stuff on it. And I've just been like obsessed with his videos recently. And he did one on Radio Rebel, and it just made me realize like. At the end, for those of you who don't know, in Radio Rebel, the prom is canceled by the principal. And she comes in, and they host their own prom. And it was called, like, Morp, prom backwards.
Oh,
It's, like,
yeah.
weird.
Oh.
And so they do that, and the principal at the end comes after they reveal, oh, the main character is Radio Rebel after keeping her identity secret. And the principal's like, I'm shutting this down, and you're expelled. I'm like, who let her in? This is a school event. You don't have the right to shut this
How
down.
did she get here? Like, how did she find the
Literally.
address?
Like, this is an event at, like, a radio, like, company. Like, you should not
how
have
did you
any
know?
authority here. Like, did the security guards just let this lady prance up on stage and be like, you guys, stop doing this?
Yeah, somebody better have, like, Secret Service tackled her at that point.
Like, literally, I don't know. But if we
Like-
were to host our own homecoming, it would not be something like Disney Channel or anything like that. But if we hosted our own homecoming, that would be... I'm not... Like, I'm just saying it wouldn't go well.
Yeah.
But at least we would have a better theme than the sky's the limit. Like,
Yeah.
no diss to ASB, whoever came up with that. I don't think it was ASB who came up with it, but if I did, no diss to it. But there is no, like, theme per se. There's no, like,
Really?
way to accompany and, like, visualize that to really, how do I say? I don't know what the right word is. To make it a reality. Like, you can't just make it the sky's the limit a theme, you know? There's so many better things.
Yeah, sorry for that.
How do you decorate that? The sky's
How
the
do you
limit.
decorate just birds,
And
clouds?
if you expect people to, like, dress according to theme, how do you do that?
Yeah. I don't know. Just dress up like birds.
Okay.
I think they asked us for like neon colors and stuff like that, or just like bright colors. I think that's what it was.
For what? The
For
Hobo
like,
game?
yeah, for like the Hoko like color scheme or like the dressing theme. You know, like you dress up like very like brightly or something because like I guess the sky's the limit for.
So is it just
anything.
blue? But there's so many things that could be like blue.
Yeah.
Like, what if you guys had to like change the theme? What would you guys change it to?
I would think like something like Under the Sea.
Under the Sea. Okay, that's at
That's a
least
bit
it's-
corny. but
It's
like-
corny. It's basic, but at least it's not sky's the limit.
Yeah.
I would want to do. I don't know if another place has done this, but maybe like an Alice in Wonderland like kind of theme.
Ooh, Alice in Wonderland would actually be pretty
Like
good.
maybe like a. Last year was like Moonlight or something, right?
Yeah, last one was like.
This
Under
one we
the
could do.
Moon.
I would like imagine like
What?
some sort of like form. It's like not like Twilight vampires, but like Twilight like foresty kind of vibe. I feel like that would work well.
Okay. Yeah, and it is like near Halloween time. It's October, so like.
Oh yeah,
You know
actually,
that would be actually pretty good.
A forest theme would actually be like really cool.
Yeah. For some reason, my last school, like their homecoming was like it was during like the whole like let's raid Area 51 craze, and they decided to be all hip, and they decided to make the homecoming theme Area 51. And there was like photographers that had like there was like the costumes where like the alien was like kidnapping you and stuff like that. Don't do that, right? And everyone heard that.
I'm cutting that out.
No, you're not.
Oh my god.
But it was like everyone was like dressed up as like aliens and stuff like that. Like the staff members were dressed up as aliens, and like there was like green neon lights like everywhere and stuff like that. It was obnoxiously green and stuff like that, and nobody followed like wear like this kind of color scheme. Everyone was just their own like type of like formal. But that was like really weird for my school's homecoming.
No, but the time of the internet where it was like Area 51, that whole craze, that was kind of like,
Gosh.
not gonna lie, that era of the internet low-key went hard.
It was hilarious.
Imagine
Yeah.
Area 51 themed Hoko.
I wonder what that guy is doing right now that like Naruto ran behind that like news reporter.
Oh.
Like what is he doing now? Because he's like he was
Playing
a whole meme.
Valorant.
But, yeah, sorry, back on the Hoko topic. Like we got really a bit off topic. But like back on like the whole Hoko tangent.
We should
Why are
talk
we
about
quiet?
we should talk about how to.
No, but don't get too excited with the. I know that Hoko's coming up and everything, but then the other big dreadful event, SATs.
Oh my gosh, not the SATs.
SATs, PSATs, whatever you're studying for.
some
If you're
reason I
studying
thought-
for it.
for some reason, I thought you were saying like SATs, STDs.
No. You're gonna study for your STD exam. Dang it!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh wait. Oh my gosh. We're forgetting something. Wait, hold on. I just remembered. Block party for homecoming, right? It was the block party for homecoming. There's a bunch of different like events with like clubs and stuff like that. BSU is the one that I'm a part of. BSU is putting in some work with In and Out. Unfortunately, another club took Canes. I forgot which one.
I don't like canes.
It was. You don't like Canes?
I don't like canes.
You don't like
I'm
canes?
gonna say it here.
Whoa.
I
You don't-
dislike canes.
Are you
Wait,
saying
what
Canes is
part
mid?
of Canes do you just?
Let me present my case right now. Canes. They have their menu's so limited. They have the chicken, they're fried, they're soggy, unseasoned fries.
Like-
That just like you flop into your mouth. It's so flaccid. It's just like you're just like you just bite into it. It's just cold and soggy. Even when they're like fresh, they're just not really fresh.
Yeah, like okay, I get what you're talking about because every time like I get Canes, for some reason when I open it, like there's like condensation on
No,
the inside
literally.
and it's all like moist and stuff.
The Texas toast, I get down with that Texas.
The Texas toast is
I
pretty
get
good.
down.
Ooh, yeah.
I be munching. I be rubbing it
down.
on my face. Like
With that Texas toast.
Oh my god.
but I be rubbing that stuff on my face. I be using it. I be just be munching on it.
We're
Okay.
having a whole rodeo with that Texas toast. Oh my
And
goodness.
then the chicken.
The
like,
chicken's bland.
It's
Yeah, the
I'll
chicken
get
is
that.
without the
It's
sauce. The chicken
stringy.
isn't that bad.
It's like if you let it sit for long enough, the skin just starts peeling off, and it's just a wet slab of meat.
when did this
with
go
flour.
from like talking about like the block party to just straight up roasting Canes?
Because
Like,
I hate canes. Like, no, that's like a genuine thing. That is something I would stand by. Unless they redo their whole thing. I have made canes, like, style chicken at home with the sauce, the fries.
Texas toast.
I did not make the Texas toast,
Oh,
but I
dang
did
it.
make the strips. All of it at home. Took me like
Way
an
better?
hour and a half. Way better.
Oh.
The chicken didn't fall apart and wasn't dry and stringy.
Why didn't
the
you
sauce
make
was
some
so
for
like
us?
was a lot more garlicky. You know, I like that garlic flavor. It wasn't overpowering, but you get that fresh garlic flavor rather
Yeah.
than the garlic powder that they put in there.
Yeah.
And then, if I remember, Cane's sauce is like really simple: mayo, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder,
How can you say that?
pepper,
But it's really
Worcester-
good though.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcester
Worcestershire.
Worcester sauce?
Worcestershire.
Worcester.
Worcestershire. I don't know. It's
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire. That's why I said.
So back on the block party. Sorry, back on the block party.
my-
Jeez, because we keep roasting Canes for some reason. Thanks,
I will
Ethan.
continue to roast canes. The sauce is so amazingly simple and it's amazing, but I guess we got to get back to.
I guess
Block party, whatever.
we definitely know who we're not getting sponsored by.
Yeah, no, we're not getting sponsored by. Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you so much.
I would
I
leave
do.
the podcast
If we got
if we got
sponsored by
Cane. I would send all this equipment flying through the window right now.
Yo,
if we got sponsored by
hey,
Cane.
this isn't our equipment.
Canes can pay for it.
Okay,
Oh my God.
back
onto
topic
block
of
party.
Block party.
Oh my god! But yeah, block party is gonna have some pretty good things. They're also gonna have some Korean corn dogs that are here.
Really?
Oh my
Yeah, they're
God,
gonna have some
yes,
Korean corn
please.
dogs.
That makes up for
Yes,
any
sir.
canes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Korean corn dog. I actually got one of our favorite faculty members, Mark, actually asked if I was able to bring a Korean corn dog to him because he wasn't going to be able to attend the block party. And he said that he was gonna, that he just wanted us to enjoy. And I've actually never had a Korean corn dog before.
I haven't either.
I haven't either, but they look so good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. They look like they'd be kind of overrated because half of it's a hot dog and the other half is just pure cheese.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm biased because I like hot dogs, but like,
No, hot dogs are good. It's
Yeah,
just like
hot dogs are
that
good.
part that's like whole cheese. Like I'm not trying to bite into it and just full cheese. I wish there was a way to make it more like half and half, but
Yeah.
I mean, there probably is. We just don't know it yet.
well, it's
Yeah.
half and half. Like maybe, but like maybe you can do like cheesy corn, like cheese dogs. Have you guys ever had cheese dogs?
No, I've never. What are cheese dogs?
They're like hot dogs, but they're hollowed out in the middle and filled with cheese.
Oh my god, that sounds disgusting. Yeah, that
It's actually really
sounds
good.
like. Is there like? Please tell me there's at least like chili.
Well, I
cheese,
usually eat it
dogs
with
or
like
something
cheese,
that.
chili, and stuff. But
Okay.
it's like fine. It's
Okay,
like,
Sonic.
bro. Okay, when I was a kid, I loved that Sonic show, and I would just be munching on chili cheese dogs because I was like, I want to be like Sonic. I want to be
Oh
like
my God,
Sonic.
me too, bro.
I just be like, I'm Sonic. Eat like scarfing down like my 5th chili dog.
Bro, your farts must have been rancid when you were young. Oh my God.
You're calling him a sticky
Little
iPad
Ethan
kid?
running
Stinky
around
iPad
like
kid.
Sonic, just getting boosted by little farts.
Oh my God.
No,
But
but
back.
the block party is like mostly the food. I'm gonna be honest, most people go for the food. There's not
Yeah.
really much other to it. There's a little bit of performances from what I remember from some of the clubs.
from other clubs like BSU and is K-pop Club doing something for Black Party? I'm not sure.
I thought K-pop club was like retired. I thought
Is
that
it
wasn't
retired?
a thing.
I thought it was still a thing.
They put it back up.
Awesome, yeah, because I thought K-pop Club was doing something for.
I just
For
knew
it,
that throughout
but-
the years, K-pop clubs didn't have the best reputation.
Yeah, but we're not trashing on it. We're not trashing on it.
No,
Don't.
I'm just in the past, so hopefully they can do something and perform, and bring that kind of like style to
Yeah.
the club.
Oh gosh.
But back
yeah,
to the,
back to
the
back to
dreadful,
the
the dreadful topic of PSATs, SATs.
STDs.
No STDs.
No STDs, please.
Not unfortunately.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But
Fortunately, hopefully nobody here has that. Yeah.
It's,
hopefully
it's,
okay, maybe we shouldn't like talk about
it's next Wednesday as we're recording this.
yes, as we're recording this, it's next Wednesday.
Yeah, today's Thursday, so we
Yeah.
have like what 6 days to prepare.
I think so. I'm not sure if I'm doing any SATs right now because I think I'm gonna go to community college.
But it's still
done
nice
with
to
that.
have.
Yeah.
It's it's nice to still get good scores even if you don't.
The
play.
problem with STDs is they're kind of obsolete.
Wait, what did you say?
But no. Oh my God, Isaiah, this is what you have. Isaiah.
Let's go.
Oh my God. The problem with SATs is some colleges are accounting for them, some aren't. So you don't need them for certain ones. But the problem is it's not as well known. So a lot of people are gonna think, oh, you don't need them for any colleges. Some colleges still require them and require you to score fairly well. The averages being up in the 1300 range. Not to freak anyone out, but that is relatively high. And I'm not saying to devote as much time as you want, but try and get above 1,000. Get from a really solid range, 1,000 to 1,200. Proud of yourself. That's completely
Yeah,
unreasonable, and that's really good. If you get between 800 to 1,000, that's also really good.
That's amazing,
That's about the average. But if you're getting above, you're getting 1,300 above. That's really
That's,
really good.
that's
really
amazing,
good.
bro. You should already be in Harvard by now. What are you doing here? Like, come on.
I don't know about Harvard, but
Harvard, but
But yeah, that's a lot of studying, that's a lot of knowledge, and you should be really proud of yourself. But there's also a fact that you can't go in expecting, okay, I'm gonna do really good just without studying. There's a large amount of preparation that goes into it. Not to stress you out about it, but but the test is relatively simple. It's designed so that students like us, without studying, without advanced placements, without AP classes, without all this extra stuff, can perform at an average level, being 800 to 1,000. So if you go in without any knowledge, without any studying, with knowledge but without any studying or anything, you should expect to get from the 1,800,
800 to like 1,000 range.
1,000 range. And
Yeah.
that's a solid average.
To be honest, I've never studied in my life, and my SAT scores are in that range. So,
exactly.
yeah. So you shouldn't really be like super stressing out about SATs. Still study and prepare
like
for the
I said,
SATs.
they are not invalid, but even the ones that do account for it and still look at it, they're not as influential as they used to be.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Because a lot of places are understanding that they're obsolete and they're dated. They're
Yeah.
not as effective as they used to be.
It's
Yeah,
like
not-
SAT
not-
scores aren't really
But
that.
in
that
the end, I still hate
required.
College Board equally. Down with College Board. I'm not supporting that I'm not saying that someone should go commit any offense towards College Board, but I'm not
Any
saying I would be
atrocity.
sad if something unfortunate happened to the College Board headquarters.
Ethan, you
Oh my
cannot be
God.
saying that. Oh my god.
Have you guys seen the video of the people after AP season, like after all the testings, they made College Board cakes and just started punching them?
They have?
Yeah, they would make College Board cakes and just start beating them.
Oh my. That
I would
sounds
do
kind of
that.
funny. That sounds really funny.
I feel like there should be like of like a nationwide event.
A nationwide
just
event
hating
of
on College Board.
just beating beat up college board day.
No, June is beat up college board month. Right after AP
College
testing.
board month.
But
Oh my gosh.
like what Ethan said, you should still at least somewhat study for the SAT. I remember
Yeah.
I did not study for my SAT last March. I got lower than my PSAT, so definitely still make like the SAT.
What'd you get on your SAT?
I got like 110. I know
That's
that's I know it's still good, but the thing is, it was lower than my PSAT.
Yeah.
which is not what I was aiming for.
I did lower than my PSAT too. I got my PSAT, it was like 1110, I believe. So 1110. But then on my actual SAT, I got like 1090.
I did like basically the exact same thing on I think both my PSAT and my SAT. I did like 1010 to 990. So
One of the main tips that one person has told me is to just answer all the questions, even if you don't like understand most of them. It's still important. Like even if you don't think it's the right answer, you should still like at least like say it's C or something, because you still get points. And they don't mark you down for it. So you won't get a low score just because you answered all the questions. In fact, you get an even higher score. That's what I failed to realize over when I was doing my SAT, and that's what you should do.
yeah,
as
she's
well.
not saying
Yeah.
speed run the SAT.
No.
Like,
But if something takes you a little bit longer, just skip it and come back to it if you have time.
Yeah.
Definitely. Or at the end, just the ones that you skip, or put anything down. There's a lot of tips that teachers give you that kind of seem obvious, or like they're like, just guess the question of the day, or like they'll be like, guys, remember to eat, sleep. A lot of the stuff, it seems repetitive. It seems almost like dumb, but it actually helps a lot.
yeah, it does really help.
There's a lot of scientific studies to back the sleeping and the eating before it. But the problem is they tell you the night before. You want to start at least a couple days before, getting a
Yeah.
good amount of sleep and eating regularly so that
And-
you are at like max energy and capacity for
Yep.
once the actual test starts.
Don't be like refusing to eat anything the entire day just because I've have friends who have done that, not pointing anybody out, but there have been some friends that just like, straight up refuse to eat. I don't know why, but sorry about that.
I mean, and like if you're preparing for anything in general, like a job interview, college application,
Sleep regularly.
yeah, sleep regularly.
Well, you should be
but
sleeping
be-
regularly anyways.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Yeah.
be up at like 3 a.m. for like watching YouTube videos or just doing something.
But like
I don't know.
the important thing is to manage your time wisely so you get enough of everything. And like I know a lot of people say that, but it really is important to get enough sleep every day. Like you don't want to be drowned out the next day, or you don't want to be unprepared for like a test or something that really matters to your grade. Planning these things in advance is really important, and it's something you should prioritize.
Why don't you prioritize getting some hose?
Hey, hey, what do you
Oh my
mean by
gosh.
that?
I'm joking.
You know, but
I
you
kid.
know-
I kid.
You know something that we I feel like we should also prioritize support for our football team.
No.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm joking. I love the football team. I know
We
some
love our
players. I love
football
them.
team.
No,
we've
I
been
mean-
struggling. We've been struggling a bit, but they are doing their best. They're
They-
doing their best, man.
They are definitely doing their best. You guys should not
Trash
heavily-
on their team. All
Yeah,
right,
you
we should
guys
be
shouldn't
hyping
heavily
them up
degrade
as
this-
much as possible. I'm sorry that I haven't been there for those football games that we've missed. I went to the first football game. I was pretty hype. I have to say, but you know.
He was even rooting for the other team. That's how hyped he was.
Hey, it's like
Oh, you're gonna get him jumped.
It's war. It's basically like war profiteering. Okay, play for both sides. Either way, you win. Okay,
Exactly.
but
I didn't know you were a centrist for football.
I do that for any kind of sport. Like if I go to like a basketball game, hockey game, golf.
Anytime
like,
you see Isaiah at any sports event, just like know that he's not supporting you, but he is.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm.
He's supporting for everyone.
Yeah, I'm
Even
making.
the
No,
onlookers.
but I feel like our football team isn't performing well. It's, you know, of course, it's nice to have a little bit friendly banner. You know, poke a little fun at them a bit. But for the most part, just understand that they're trying their best. And you know, at this point in the season, there's only so much you can do. There's the homecoming game. Which are you guys going to go homecoming game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going. I'll be working at the snack bar. Actually, I've been at the past few football games because I've been working at snack bar. I've definitely been hearing like a lot more negative commentary and people just completely trashing the
Absolutely
football
trashing
team.
the
And
football
it's really sad because I know from what First Sergeant told me that the football players are definitely like going up to their coach and they're being like, Coach, what can I do to improve? What can I do to be better and support our community? You know, and
Support our community.
I mean,
Support our community. Wait, hold on.
I mean,
they want to do community service. Football.
what can we do to be better? That's the main point. And definitely all this like
I definitely feel like
negative
that's a good example of just like students in general, you know.
But I feel like that's
But-
expected.
yeah, it's expected
Well,
to go
yeah.
up to like.
You
your
don't
coach.
think that the other teams are doing this? The other schools are doing that?
No, I know that they're doing that, but with our school, it's a lot more like the negative commentary is more heavier than what you would expect at other schools. And like I feel like the football players, they don't need this negative commentary, but they need at least just like a little bit of support.
Yeah, positive
Even if-
reinforcement. and stuff
Even
like
if
that.
you don't think that they're gonna do well this next football game, at least try to like support them. Go out to like a football player.
Do you guys know who they're playing against the homecoming game? I think
Is
it was
it-
Banning.
Is it
was it-
banning?
I thought usually it's Rev, but but that's gonna be at CV.
Yeah, no, it's a different game.
it is?
I think it might be banning. I'm
I
not
don't do football stuff.
Or
so
was
I
it
have no idea
Cajon?
what's happening.
I'm not sure actually.
So many different teams to keep track of. Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
The only kind of football team I know is like the Miami Dolphins and like the Florida Gators.
I
That's
don't
the
think
only
those are
ones
gonna be
I
playing at our school.
remember. I hope not.
No, but you know, everyone talks about football. I feel like there's another sports that don't get enough recognition. Let's talk about how great our girls volleyball teams are doing.
Ooh,
Yeah,
definitely.
they're doing
They're-
amazing.
They're undefeated at the moment. You know, they had a little slip ups. They've had some trouble getting there, but they are undefeated right now.
In fact, they're
They're doing
playing as
amazing,
we're
As we speak, they are
Yeah,
playing a
they
game.
are-
And
They
I don't know how they're doing,
beating
but I
butt right now.
we don't know the score, but I'm assuming that they're doing amazing.
Yeah,
They are whooping right now.
No,
Gosh.
and I know our coaches and the players are very proud of that fact. Our one of the coaches, Miss Wingo, she
Shout out.
she talks about it all the time in her football, or not football, volleyball girls, and how well they're performing and how proud she is of them. But you know, it's definitely exciting to see that our girls team are performing so well, and that they might, you know, continue to do well and bring medals to the school and continue to. And I know boys volleyball season, the preseason started, and I actually got to interview one of the players.
Oh, you did?
I asked one of the players, Aiden, what he thought on how the season's going to go. And this is what he said. He said, boys volleyball is pretty promising this year. There are a lot of promising freshmen, and you can, and you can see improvement all of the returners. It's only been 2 weeks, though. But I'm hopeful. And, you know, I was just talking to him about it, and he definitely seems optimistic for the season. He has a lot of care for his teammates, and he definitely is ready to go into the season. And I believe our boys volleyball team could perform just as well as the girls this season.
Yep. All of our teams, all of the sports, all of the activities here at the school, we're always rooting for them, all right? Always giving them positive reinforcement. You know, even if they have a couple hiccups, you know, a couple setbacks, you know, just know that RHS always got you back, all right?
Speak for yourself, man.
Hey, I'm over here trying to help them, okay?
I love our football team. I love all our teams. But sometimes there's a difference between being optimistic and being a realist. You have to be able to look at the way other teams are performing. And I think the way our teams are performing right now is definitely proud of. They're performing better than they have in the past.
Yeah.
And they're improving overall. But at this current state, it's just not where we need to be to compete with the other football teams.
But
And
I am
that's
being
the realist.
optimistic at least.
That is the
It's-
realist view on this.
Yes. Mhm. Yeah. But, you know. Oh my God.
I'm cutting that out.
No, you're not.
Cutting that
You're
out.
keeping everything in.
Oh
Everything
my
that is being
God.
recorded here is staying
you know-
in the podcast. Okay?
you know, it
Never
also
cut anything out.
You know,
okay?
it also picked up when you turn off your cell phone. We heard it through the headphones.
wait. Let's
No,
test
don't.
something out.
Yeah.
I can hear the small little click.
Yeah.
I don't.
You're like
It's
ter-
just a small little
Are
click.
we cutting this out? I feel like we have
No,
No.
do not cut this out. Okay, we're
We
keeping
shouldn't even discuss
everything
cutting
in.
it out.
All right,
This is
keeping
raw
everything
footage.
in.
We like it raw here.
Bro.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm cutting this out. I'm cutting this out.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No,
To,
no, no, no,
to
no, no,
rephrase
you're
that,
Okay.
we like to keep it
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered. Yeah, there we go.
Unfiltered.
I'll add it to
and
the
just
bloopers.
like
How about that?
we're keeping it unfiltered, just like the the random social media accounts that we've been seeing about our school. for some reason.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Like
those-
remember Sleepy Terriers?
Sleepy Terriers, that went hard. I was on there a couple times. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
you.
Yeah, you were. I was about to be on there.
I
And in
got
fact,
caught.
Ethan was literally took a photo of me sleeping, and he was like gonna upload it to Sleepy Terriers. I
I
remember
know.
this.
Ava was like, "No, you can't."
Can't do it. But,
Sherry was like half asleep.
I was so
She was
tired.
out of it, bro.
yeah,
No, but we have a lot of them.
yeah, there's like
That was
like
a-
school edits and whatnot. I think there's like a couple like unfortunately there's some like what was it like some fight.
Oh, yeah, there's also an
accounts.
RHS fight page. But
Yeah.
I think they took that down. I'm not sure.
Yeah, hopefully they took it down. Resolve things with your words, not your fists. Unless a crackhead comes at you, then resolve it with your fist.
You cannot say that. You the other day. You want to tell the story?
Should I? Is it
tell-
podcast appropriate? I mean, I've told
Everything's
basically-
podcast appropriate.
Yeah, I guess. Like yesterday, I got called a racial slur. By the way, I'm African American. I got called a racial slur yesterday by a crackhead in front of the hospital, and it was yesterday morning. I was walking by specifically at 7:55 a.m.
Oh, he's got the time
yesterday.
ready.
I was walking by, and I saw him like he was definitely on something. It might not have been crack, but it was definitely on something.
He was tweaking hard.
Tweaking hard, bro. And like he was like yelling at the hospital, talking about like the American government or something like that. I don't know why. It's always the government that they're talking about, and it's just like they're talking about them. And then I saw him see me through his peripheral vision, and he's like, you got the dang N-words like hanging out here, and I was like. Like I looked at him and he was facing the opposite direction, going more into the hospital. And I was like, he just called me the N-word with the hard R too. He called me the hard R.
And what'd you do?
I did nothing because
Exactly.
I did not want to fight a crackhead that day.
I said on site.
But here's the thing. Okay, what's fighting a crackhead gonna do? You know, how's that gonna solve racism? All right.
It would make a hell of a story.
I mean, that's the only plus side. But I mean,
But like, bro, okay, I did not want to like fight a crackhead and like actually like have him like come up behind me after I like somehow like beat him and like stick me with a needle before he like finally knocks out or something.
he's like, he comes up behind you. He's like, here's AIDS.
Like AIDS, like with a little bit of meth or something. I don't know. But just-
No, he's gonna pull up with you with this crackhead squad.
Am I gonna get jumped by crackheads today?
No,
Hope
no,
not.
But
Well, like, yeah, like I did not want to fight a crackhead. I didn't like that was just it was
but
terrible.
but like with the thing on fights, they've just been getting out of hand for stupid reasons.
Yeah,
No
like
one
I
has a
think-
good reason to fight. It's all someone's been saying something. Someone's been talking,
Smack, you know.
like all over, like some over girls. Like there's no good reason that these people are fighting.
Yeah, I think most of them are just fighting just to like like have like
Their ego.
security. Yeah, like to boost their ego or something. It's stupid, because like you can get like
It's embarrassing.
it's embarrassing.
It's
You
really
can get like
embarrassing.
suspended. You can probably most likely get expelled from
It's
like just fighting or
It's
something
even
like that.
more embarrassing when you lose too.
Yeah.
If you initiate a fight and you lose,
That's
oh, if you're the one who initiated the fight in general, you're gonna get jumped.
yeah.
like-
Well,
no, not really.
not
but it's
jumped,
also a
but
fact.
like.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing if you start the fight and lose because it's
It's-
like how are you gonna start something and then like
But then it's
you know,
also
not finish
embarrassing
it?
if you start it and win because then you're like, oh, well, you're that immature that you're just starting stuff over nothing.
Yeah,
There's that one girl who got pepper sprayed.
she did. Oh yeah, I did see the video of like a girl got pepper sprayed.
That
And
was.
Everyone was like talking,
oh.
oh, she got pepper spray. How could someone do that? No.
No, like, she just didn't wanna
embarrassing
fight.
Because that's embarrassing for the girl because she initiated. She's yelling. She went in and
Got pepper sprayed.
she got pepper sprayed. The other girl was defending herself.
Yeah.
And she like, how are you going to pepper spray me? This isn't that. No. Don't start stuff like that if you're not expected for some outcome. What happens when someone pulls a knife on you?
Yeah. Like what, you're just expecting someone
You
not
expect,
to
you
defend
expect
themselves.
every person to fight fair. You expect every person to come at you equal ground. Like
Yeah.
no, if you're gonna start from fight with someone, you gotta expect them to do something dirty because
you
if,
know, this isn't like a boxing match. You're not. There
There's
isn't
no
like
rules.
referees. There's no rules when there's no like it's essentially a street fight at that point.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not telling you to like grab dirt and like put it in people's eyes, but it's just like just don't expect people to like fight fair. You know?
Speaking of bare, there's some students who trying to go barefoot
Oh my
on
gosh.
campus. Can you believe that?
That's
I'm sorry, but that would make me. I don't like feet. That would make me so uncomfortable.
yeah.
No,
Having your
but, like-
dogs out, like. Ugh.
Like when people are wearing sandals and then they take off
Okay,
their
sandals.
No,
Sandals
no.
is fine, I think.
Sandals is fine, but when you take off your sandals, please don't take off your sandals and start walking across campus. Like, we're not trying to see that.
No one's trying to see your feet, and people who do try and make some money off it. Don't let them see them for free.
You know what? Facts,
no,
facts.
no. Please don't. Like,
No, you literally can make money off that.
No,
Why not?
please don't.
Why not?
Please don't. They're underage. They're
Underage dogs. No.
Underage. The puppies.
Okay.
No, but I get there's like a community of people who like walking around barefoot for like the benefits and stuff. But there's also like a health concern because if you get hurt in something, then like I'm sorry, but that's your own fault.
Yeah.
And the school shouldn't, and like the school and the teachers and stuff, we shouldn't have to worry about you when you're getting hurt for walking around barefoot and you step on a rusty nail and get what's it called?
Gosh, like tetanus.
Tetanus. Yeah, get tetanus from a rusty nail. Like what happens at that point? Like.
You lose that foot.
And if you want to risk that outside of school, sure, but not when you're surrounded by other people too. Like it's out decency.
You were talking about sandals earlier, Sherry, and for some reason my mind immediately went. It's like, okay, like no socks, sandals, perfectly fine. No sandals, no socks, like don't do it. But I was like, socks and sandals. No, like we should do socks and sandals.
Socks and slides, yes.
Socks and
Do
slides.
not wear your slides
Yes.
without socks.
Mm-hmm.
Do not wear your Crocs without socks.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do not wear sandals with socks.
No, don't do that.
But I just don't feel like that's a thing people should be doing. Really, do it outside of school, not on their own.
Not in school. And something else that students might be potentially trying to do is also tat each other up, as the cool kids say. Tat.
Oh yeah.
Give each other tattoos. Sorry,
No.
give each other tattoos and like ear piercings
The
and
problem,
stuff like that.
piercings, whatever. People are usually doing with kids. They're doing it relatively safe. I'm totally not saying that because
you're saying this because you got your ears pierced at school, so your opinion's a bit biased.
It
Yeah.
is biased. I did it safely. I didn't use the kit. I just used a straight needle. They had to do it a couple times because
Oh
we
my
messed it
gosh.
up. But
Ugh.
I think piercings are fine. Some of the more like benign ones, I'm not gonna let someone shouldn't be getting their tongue pierced or like their belly button or septum pierced, their industrial bar. Those are some of their eyebrows. Those are some of the ones that you shouldn't be getting pierced. Maybe ears, that's fine, I guess. Maybe your nose. I saw a video of someone doing a nose piercing and they slipped and it went right through or they're doing a septum and it went right through the other person's nose.
Oh,
Like the person's nose because it's really quick.
Oh, ow.
But the
Oh,
thing
that's
is, my problem
terrible.
comes with tattoos because you're doing stick and pokes. Those are not safe,
Yeah.
and they come out. I'm gonna be honest, they look stupid 90% of the time.
Ew.
I know someone who's gotten a couple stick and pokes tattoos, and they're like showing me, they're like, "Oh yeah, I have tattoos." They showed me, and like, but I'm probably gonna get them all removed because they're dumb.
Yeah.
It's like something something you do when you're high or drunk in like the heat of the moment.
Yeah. Like I'm very like I want to get like a piercing eventually, professionally done, and like tattoos and stuff like that. But it's like I'm like it's very like careful and it needs to be in a safer environment than a school bathroom, and just I just don't want any of that stuff here.
I don't know. I got my tongue pierced at an actual place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and how was it?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like a small like box of Tic Tacs or something like that. Oh my gosh, jeez. But what else? Oh, and we're on to our favorite subject. Questions from you guys. Nice. Quiz.
Let's check out
Stuff like
some
that.
of the
I don't know.
questions.
Sorry. Very abrupt. Good segue, however. Thanks, Isaiah.
We're gonna speed run through this because we are running out of time.
Unfortunately.
So quick, you just farted and everyone heard. Do you keep silent, own up, or deny?
I'm owning up to it. I don't care. I'm owning up to it.
Deny.
I would deny it.
Just kidding. I sit there silent. I sit there and just blank face.
I would deny it until someone says, "Oh, did you do it?" and that's when
You're gonna come clean,
That's when
like
you open
crying. You're
up.
like,
Yeah, you
yes,
gotta
I
come
did.
clean. Yeah.
Please don't crucify me. Please no.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yes.
here's another one. You're stuck on a deserted island with the Scooby Doo gang. Who are you
Velma.
crushing on?
Scooby.
Oh.
Velma.
Scooby.
Oh my God, Velma. Oh my God, Velma.
Bark, bark. Oh my gosh.
Isaiah.
Oh my, I'm not sure who's the one with like the long hair.
The long. I think that's Daphne.
Oh, wait.
Daphne.
Yeah.
She's
Daphne?
so pretty.
Not
No.
Fred. I love how we're just leaving Fred out of this. Screw Fred.
No one likes
Fred.
Fred.
No one
But
likes Fred.
Velma. Oh, Velma's
Screw
fine.
Fred and that ascot. Oh my gosh. No one likes Fred. Who names their kid Fred?
This is gonna be our last question, and
It's not the last question.
It's not the last question.
That was it. I just pulled up a.
Oh, okay.
I am very sorry.
no.
Oh no, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It said our last question is, if you can eat any exotic animal, what would it be?
Oh.
Oh, any exotic animal? Oh my
I know
gosh,
some people
wait.
eat alligators. You Floridians.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah, you Isaiah. Wow.
yeah, some of us eat alligators. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I've heard kangaroo's actually really good. You know what? I'm gonna lock in. Kangaroo.
Kangaroo. You're locking in kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
You know,
I can't do an Aussie accent.
You get kangaroo. You going to eat kangaroo?
Si, senor.
Thank you, my Spanish brethren.
An exotic animal. I don't know what kind of edible
Edible animal.
Just
I
edibles.
I
Sorry.
guess.
I think okay. I'm gonna lock in with an anteater.
Anteater.
I'm locking in with anteater.
You're really? Why?
I'm locking in with the anteater because the ants in the stomach. I feel like the ants in the stomach will give it a little bit of like a buzzy.
No, it's
just
gonna
like-
be a little kick, a little spice.
Yeah, a little spice, especially if it's eating like fire ants or like even better bullet ants. Like that would be a.
You don't think the toxin's gonna like mess it up a bit?
I'm gonna make sure that there's gonna be like no toxins in there or anything like that.
What
know.
about you, Sherry?
What about you, Sherry? You know.
I think I would eat I don't know, maybe like a big cat if that was possible.
A big cat.
Big
Just
cat.
A really
Like a-
big cat.
I like
I like how
Like a
it went
tiger
from like
or lion?
kangaroo or like anteater, big cat.
I don't know what kind of big.
Do you mean like a
cat-
leopard or like a lion or something?
Yeah, like those kinds. Of
Why? Because it's
I
gonna
want-
give you the fuel, the power to overpower one.
No, because I'm just curious.
What is this,
I
Breath of the
genuinely-
Wild? Like,
You're gonna gain the strength of a lion by eating it.
just gonna get like a
Maybe.
5-minute strength buff.
Who knows? But
Yeah.
unfortunately, we are out of time for this
Oh,
podcast.
dang it! Really? Oh yeah.
But so we are going to be closing the door this week, but don't worry, we will be back for more. Please subscribe to us if you haven't already.
At
and-
Open Door Podcast, capital O, capital D, capital P, and make sure to follow our Instagram at Open Door Podcast _ And we do have the Google form on our Instagram. Unfortunately, for some reason, Sherry, we do not have our YouTube on the
that is
Instagram
my
yet.
bad. I'm very sorry, all you. Well,
Are you
wait,
great?
I'm pretty sure the link to the YouTube is on.
We
On
we
our
are
bio
currently
now.
working on getting a Twitter and other social media platforms up, and we will keep you guys updated.
Twitter,
And thank you
Twitch,
for supporting us.
you know,
And we will
MySpace.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and we
Thank you
will
so
see
much.
you all next week.
Yep. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.